What's going on, guys? This is Costi with Pickdawgz.com coming to you with breakdown. Finally, the Euro final here with Goran. I know it's been a fun tournament. Um, I wouldn't say two of the best teams got here, but because of England and that draw, they were able to really face some subpar competition along the way. Even though the last game with the Netherlands was really close, but I do believe they got the other one, the other which I believe the team coming into the tournament, them or Germany, was probably going to get here, and that was Spain. So we have a pretty cool matchup here with Spain against England. What do you think about the finals? Did you expect this? Did you think it was going to be a couple other teams? What do you have, as your breakdown of how these two teams got here?
Yeah, you know what? Before the tournament, Spain was one of my top favorites, actually in the Euro Cup, and absolutely well deserved that they got to the finals. They were outstanding throughout the entire tournament, scored a lot of goals, won every single game so far. They had only one overtime, and that was against Germany in the quarterfinals. But they beaten France in the semifinals. They have knocked out Georgia in that first round of the knockouts. They haven't conceded a goal in the group stage, and if there's a team in this tournament, Costi, to deserve to go to the finale, it is Spain for sure. While England on the other side, like you said, they have been very inconsistent in that group stage. Barely got out of it. Went to overtime against Slovakia, went to the penalty shootout against Switzerland, and then basically in the last minute against Netherlands in the semifinals scored that goal to get a 2-1 win. And you know what? Even though their performance is getting better and better with every game, I still think that they are very far away from this Spanish team.
Yeah, I'm the same way here. I think it's very simple for me. I love Spain in this matchup. Spain, I think, has a well-rounded team. I think the way that they move the ball and they possess the ball. I mean, because you saw even with England, England came out against the Netherlands in the first half and was probably playing their best football that I've seen in this tournament. But then in the second half, they regressed, and it was kind of like the England team that we've seen in the past in the last couple of weeks where Netherlands was basically controlling the ball most of the second half and I had a lot of chances there to put it away and they just couldn't. I don't know if you could count out this English team because what we've seen so far in this tournament is they're not losing. They're drawing games, they're winning, and they're winning when they're winning is when it's the most clutch time with Jude Bellingham. Not in the last game, but the previous two games, having very late goals there to get them into the overtime, into the extra time. So they're very resilient. I do think they're playing better. They have the talent. I mean, most of the guys on that team play in the Premier League and in La Liga. I mean, they have all the talent in the world. But I think Spain is just poised. They've been through the hardest competition. They haven't lost a game, and they've basically shown it against the top competition, beating France, beating Germany, going through the group stages. I mean, that shows a lot. I mean, they play teams who's in front of them, and they're winning the games they should be winning. Finally, Yamal got his first goal to be the youngest ever scored in the Euros, and I think he's only getting better. The kid is 16 years old, and he starts every game, and he's assisted on a lot of games, assisted on a lot of goals, but finally got one in the back of the net. I do love this Spain team. Even the guys they bring off the bench are starters on any other team. So I agree with you as well. I think Spain gets this one done.
Yeah, like you said, Lamine Yamal, the youngest player to ever scored. He's turning 17 actually before the finale. But him and Nico Williams have been absolutely outstanding for this Spanish team. But then the two players that we simply have to single out for this Spanish team, Fabian Ruiz and Rodri in that midfield, does just masterclass performances for those two players. And honestly, I think that even though Mainu and Declan Rice have been decent for England, I think that they will be put through a lot against this Spanish team. And you have to ask yourselves how many more games can England go without contribution from Phil Foden, from Bukayo Saka, and maybe some other players. I know that Harry Kane scored 3 goals, but he hasn't been himself in this tournament. And honestly, I think that Spain is the way to go in this game. They're simply a step above every other team in the Euro Cup, and they absolutely deserve to win. this game. Now, that doesn't mean, of course, that they will, but honestly, I think that they will have another outstanding performance and basically end this tournament with a perfect score of every single win in the game.
Yes, and obviously beyond this game, if you guys are watching this content, always hit the like button, always subscribe to the channel if you really like the content that we produce and the free games that we give out. But if you're somebody that's a bigger player that wants access to everything outside of the Euro Cup, we're going to be now betting and giving out predictions on the Europa League qualifiers, the Champions League qualifiers, and then as we get into August and the Premier League starts and the other leagues start. So this is a year-round transition. We're constantly navigating the biggest sport in the world, and it has the most leagues in the world that you could find betting odds and soft markets. So no matter the case, if you're somebody that's a $500 or $1,000 bettor that wants to take it to the next level and have a tiered system, that's how we rate games. Not every game is valued the same. We have different monetary value on every game. Because it's long term, we capitalize on every single market. Unlike the MLB, NBA, and NFL, where it's one season, soccer happens to be year round, and we don't particularly use one or two or even 10 different leagues. We use them all to our advantage. So if you're a big player and you want to get invested and you want to get involved in treating it like a business, shoot me a text on a number you see on the screen. I will personally call you back. Just text the word golden boot and I'll personally give you a call back and see if it's for you.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Kosti, for everything. It's been fun doing these videos with you. Hopefully, we keep it going. We are finishing the Euro Cup 3 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday. And before you know it, guys, we are only a month away from the kickoff of the club soccer in Europe, Bundesliga, Serie A, EPL, La Liga, French League One, and a bunch of other leagues are kicking off in August. So it's going to be another fun rest of the summer, another fun winter, and so on and so on. And the Champions League is also behind the corner, so there's going to be a lot of great games and a lot of money to be won.
Absolutely.